Well, hot news! Only a few moments ago, at 2000 hours UTC, today, the Mars Perseverance rover successfully landed on the Martian surface. Deploying Skycrane technology to slow its descent, it touched down, along with its helicopter Ingenuity, in the Jezero crater, a 28-mile wide, 45-kilometre wide basin located in the northern Martian hemisphere. Somewhere around about 3.5 billion years ago, we believe a river flowed there into this body of water, making it a lake about the size of Lake Tahoe in America. And it deposited sediments in a fan shape known as a delta. Water also flowed out of this lake. The Perseverance science team believe that this ancient river delta and the lake deposits left behind could have collected and preserved organic molecules and other potential signs of microbial life. Well, you can see here in green the landing zone and the artist's impression of what the crater would have looked like when it had water in it. Now, Perseverance itself is about 10 feet long, not including its arm, about 9 feet wide and 7 feet tall. It's not a tiny little thing, this. So in metres, about 3 metres long, 2.7 metres wide and 2.2 metres tall. Perseverance itself has 4 science objectives that support NASA's Mars exploration programme. Number 1, it's looking for habitability, to identify past environments capable of supporting microbial life. Number 2, it's seeking biosignatures, seeking signs of possible past microbial life in those habitable environments, particularly in special rocks known to preserve signs over time. Number 3, it's catching samples. It's collecting core rock samples and soil samples and storing them in sealed containers on the Martian surface for a future potential retrieval mission. And it's preparing for humans. It's testing oxygen production from the carbon dioxide Martian atmosphere. Perseverance has over 19 cameras on board, more than any other rover we've ever sent to a planet, and it will return amazing high-definition images with higher resolution than ever before. So rather than pulverising rock the way that Curiosity's drill does, Perseverance drill will actually take solid rock core samples about the size of a piece of chalk. And it will then place these into sample tubes, which it will store in an appropriate location, a drop-off location, on Mars, where the Mars Sample Return mission, which is hoped to be an ESA-NASA mission, will take place around about 5 to 7 years' time, and hopefully these samples will be able to come back by about 2031. Once the samples are back on Earth, we can examine them more precisely with much more powerful instruments than we could ever send to Mars, providing more information about them than any sophisticated rover ever could. Now, we said that Perseverance also carries a very special piece of kit called MOXIE, which is the Mars Oxygen In Situ Resource Utilization Experiment. MOXIE. And it will produce oxygen from the Martian carbon dioxide atmosphere, showing a way that in the future explorers may be able to produce oxygen for rocket propellant as well as for breathing. Also going with it is Ingenuity, the first powered vehicle to ever fly on another world. It's not the first flight because Russia used helium balloons as part of its Venera mission. But the Martian atmosphere is so thin it would be like flying at 100,000 feet on Earth. The maximum ceiling height for any helicopter on Earth is about 25,000 feet, although modified helicopters have flown up as high as 40,000 feet. In fact, there's no Earth-bound aeroplanes that can fly at 100,000 feet. So the entire weight of Ingenuity is only 1.8 kilos, and it uses counter-rotating propellers made out of carbon fibre. And it can fly for about 90 seconds at a time. So it can fly over the surface and take better photographs of locations than the rover ever could. So that's it. Perseverance has successfully landed on Mars along with its little flying robot Ingenuity. And now the hard work begins. And over the next decade, we should learn finally, has there ever been life on Mars? And could humans survive on Mars for a future Martian mission? Well, I hope you enjoyed that little news broadcast brought almost live as Perseverance landed on the surface. Please subscribe to the channel. We're always updating information on constellations, what to see in the night sky, and other interesting astronomical subjects. And bye-bye.